Okay, on this side, I just replaced the bearings. And as you can see on this side, and they were spun at the same time, still going. So I'm glad I replaced these bearings. I'm going to replace these bearings in 10 minutes. Easy with this tool, the nuts just come right off. And then you take the tire off. Take that cap off. Cap's kind of tough. You got to get tough with it. You use both hands. Okay, get that cap off and I'll show you what's next. Bend this pin down. Get this cotter pin out. Take this off. I'll show you what's next. This is taking longer than 10 minutes. Just to get this pin out took 10 minutes. You can see whoever did this did it too tight. Look how tight that is. That should be loose. Anyway, I'm going to fix this. And just slide this off. If it'll let you. Anyway, you got to use both hands on everything. And it comes off. And you just get that bearing out. Before you start, though, get this spacer and this little seal right there. Because some of the bearings you're going to knock out. Set them right over here. The one you knock out is this one. So you just turn it upside down. Then you find something that'll fit down and hit it, you know, without coming through. And that's one does, and then just knock it out. And when it gets down to almost coming out, you have to rise it up on something, and so you can knock it out. Using my dad's press to get it the right length, so it pushes right through. Have to take the sunglasses off to see, but I believe that's it. Yep, that's it. It's coming out. Most important thing, the bearing falls out, but the spacer does too. Don't lose the spacer because it goes in between the two bearings. You got this bearing out, you got to get the other bearing out. To get that bearing out, you need something like this size. It'll fit down in there. Hit it without hitting that. So, to knock it out, I'm going to go back to the press. I didn't mean press, I meant clamp. Yeah, that looks like it'll let it slide out right out. Okay, that came out real easy. Okay, now we're going to go to the press. This is the press. I find a socket that'll just, you know, cover the outside because you don't want to push on the inside. It'll destroy the bearing. So you get something like that. And this press here just presses down. This is my brother's Greg's. I love it. Okay, let's see if it goes. Looks like it's going level. It's a pretty trick to get it straight. You don't want it to go crooked. It's still going. That's what I like about press. You can feel when it's got bottom. Uh-oh. Yeah, right there. Oh, I love it. The other side, do not forget the spacer. How would you like to put this baby in and forget the spacer? Interesting, because on this side, see, it's already tight. It doesn't have room to go deeper in to put a seal in. I guess you don't need a grease seal anyway. But it's interesting, like the videos you watch on YouTube how to do this is not like mine. Okay, there it is. Rubber cap back on and the tire. That's it. Okay, I spun up at the same time. Does that sound like a brake hitting? Yeah, it does, huh? Let's loosen it up right here. A couple turns. It's better. Yeah. Well, anyway, spins a lot better now. Well, on the gas tank, I was hoping the epoxy would hold, but it didn't. The epoxy was eaten by the gasoline. So, I got this new rubber I found. I believe doesn't be eaten by the gas tank. And when clamped down nice and tight, hopefully that'll stop the gas from getting out. You know, I'm hoping. You know, I had to epoxy this again. Now the gas gets to this, it'll eat it, so this nut comes right out. These just turned around. This one was still working okay, but the one that was right here, like this one, just spun, and you could never tighten it. So I put that one in. I found a nut in Dad's garage. That's close enough. Hopefully that works.